Hi everyone, and welcome back to Butterflies Poison. So today we are going to go ahead and get the other endings. I'm actually really excited, but I'm really nervous. So I also want to know what they cut out. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. All right, let's do the opposite of chasing after him and slapping him. So let's give up, shall we, and see what happens. Cold radiates off Hideo's back, creating a barrier that would keep people away from him. He's probably just as lost as she is. Yuriko watches him walking away without being able to bring herself to do anything. With each passing second, she slowly loses strength and crumbles to the ground. The shock is so great that her tears won't come forth.
姫様、どうなさったんですか?
What up, Majima? Majima spots Yuriko sitting down in the garden, and he rushes to her side. Oh, Majima. Didn't realize you were here.
近くで庭の手入れをしていました。すみません。
He was eavesdropping.
少し若様との話が聞こえてしまって。
We know this. I see. She doesn't even have the energy to speak. Maybe she's used it all up in her heated argument with Hideo. What should I do now? He's going to war. He's a soldier. Getting deployed to the battlefield is always a possibility. Oh crap, I just realized because we didn't chase after him, we didn't grab the photo. Oh no. In his case, he volunteered and he said he did it for Yuriko. I can't. This is too much for me to bear. Yuriko stares into nothingness and Majima stays by her side, silent. The sun has completely disappeared beyond the horizon, but she still can't bring herself to move. She stays waiting in her defenselessness for the darkness to swallow her entire being. Aw. Poor girl. Several days later, Shiba finally stops by. He's here carrying a bouquet of red roses again, the same arrogant look in his face. Yuriko is determined she will turn down Shiba's marriage proposal today. Her body and mind are now Hideo's. They are in fact husband and wife. And she shouldn't have welcomed another man into her home when she's waiting for her husband to return from the battlefield.
Yeah, Ohi-san. 元気にしていたかな?
Great, thank you. So Shiba, I need to talk to you.
なんだやぶから棒に。どうせあの軍人殿のことだろう。
Yeah. I'm a little small. I need to fix that. Okay. Huh? Off guard, Yuriko gapes at Shiba, and he barks out a laugh, plopping down on the couch, stretching out
いつ
his
出
arms.
征したんだったかな。忘れてしまったが。
Slightly different.
何? あなた方が深い関係にあることなど分かっているさ。
What? How?
もう分かっているだろう。俺はあなたのことなら何でも知っていると。
Just so you know, I am skipping everything we've already previously read because I'm not. Yeah. She does now. Shiba's painfully wide network of information couldn't have missed Yuriko's abrupt intimacy with Hideo.
どうせ彼のことを理由にして俺を追い払おうとしているんだろうが、生きて帰ってくるか死んで帰ってくるかわからんじゃないか。
Well, I just realized that he's not going to come back because we're not going to send him a new photo. Because we didn't have our giant argument. So now he won't know about Majima and Saburo. So, oh my gosh, I'm not looking forward to this. Hideo will come back alive. He will. Yuriko shouts and grits her teeth. And he's not going to leave the military. Oh god, this is going to be a really bad ending. Julie doesn't want to hear the word death, not given her current predicament.
そんな保証はどこにもないぜ、おひいさん。せめて俺を追っ払うのは彼がこっちに戻ってきて
He's
から
a
にしたら
lot
どうだ。
more angry right now. Dead or alive, the words are unsaid, but Yuriko has heard them loud and clear. Fury bubbles up within her and she speaks with quaking lips. Oh, you don't have to wait that long to hear my refusal. Hideo will return alive.
まあ落ち着け。
I'm a little concerned because he's not going to leave early.
今回の件は干渉戦争とはいえ、
I
そうす
have
ぐ
a
には終わらない。
bad feeling. I feel like he's going to die, isn't he? Oh no.
ロシアの国土は日本に近い。満州も朝鮮半島もすぐ隣だ。
Uh,
この機会に石化を防ぐためにも勢力の拡大を目論んでいるはずさ。
okay. Are you saying that the intervention is just an excuse to expand Japan's territory? Well, knowing history.
まあ簡単に言えばそういうことだ。どこの国だって隙があれば他国を奪っちまおうって必死なわけさ。
That's actually true. Every country does that, yes. Like you.
うまいことを言うな。
I
さすが
mean,
俺の惚れたおひいさんだ。
at least he's upfront.
だけどな、男ってのは大体そんなもんだぜ。どいつもこいつも大なり小なり戦争で狙った獲物を自分のものにしようとしているんだ。戦争はなくならないぜ。金になる。莫大な利益が生まれる。もちろん負ければ失うものもでかいがな。
I just smacked my arm on the
男はそういう
desk.
駆け引きがやめられないんだ。
Sorry. Shut up. Yuriko covers her ears and scrunches up her face as if his words have physically hurt her. You only spout about making money and profiting from wars every chance you've got. A lot of people die as a result. How dare you treat their deaths so lightly?
俺にとっては金ってのは
Welcome
大事
to
な
a
もんだ
lot
ね
of people, sweetie.
ただ客観的に物を言っているだけだ。綺麗事を言ってたって
He's
始まらない
very mean. Just because I didn't chase after her and slap Hideo, he's very mean. Oh, really? Can you still say those things if someone important to you leaves for the battlefield?
ま、今のおひいさんにする話じゃなかったな。そこは謝る
Yeah,
よ。
I mean, think of time and place, dude. Time and place. Shiba shrugs lightly without looking the least bit apologetic. He takes his cup and begins sipping at the tea
その
inside.
大切な人がいない間、退屈だろう。暇つぶしにどこか行こうじゃないか。
No, I don't want to. No, thank you. Just please don't ever come to this manor again.
釣れないな。まあ来るのは俺の勝手だ。
I mean, that's
これ
true.
から
He
も
does,
遠慮
but
せ
we
ず
don't
上
have
が
to
り
let
込ま
him
せてもら
in.
う
We
な。
could always tell him no. Tell Fujita to not let him in. This man is stuck to her like glue. It doesn't seem like anything she says or does is going to make him back down. Jaws clenched with fury and exasperation. Yuriko glares at him with all her might. Yeah, that's gonna help. But some of Shiba's words earlier are still weighing on her. Is the war really going to take a while? Well, they did, yeah. Will Hideo be away from this country for years to come? How many years will it be? A year, 2 years, or more? The cold shiver runs down her spine. Must she be separated from him for such a long period of time? Still, the length of the war isn't something that Yuriko or Hideo can personally alter. The only thing she could do now is wait. The gravity of her own inability hits her, and it's a staggering reality. Shiba stays laughing and talking about something on his own, like he wasn't the one responsible for the added weight on her shoulders with this stupid prediction. She levels him with a deathly glare. Just kick him out! Get Fujita to remove him. It's your house. Oh no. Oh. Oh no! Not that color. That's the death color. Time passes by and seasons change. Fall is behind them and winter has arrived. They've entered a new year, but Hideo is still not back in Japan. Well, he's gonna be gone for a while. She still sends her letters from time to time, but the slight changes in his handwriting tell her he's getting exhausted.
姫様、何か温かいお茶でも召し上がりますか？
Yes, I would very much like that. It's so cold today.
夕べから降った
Oh, and he's in Russia. Oh no.
かなり積もりましたね。
So, Siberia of all places. The garden is blanketed with white snow, and a freezing wind breezes through once in a while, rattling the windows each time. Winter in Japan can be considered rather cold, so Siberia up in the north right now must be frigid in a way she can't even begin to imagine. Yeah, because yeah. Yuriko pictures Hideo fighting a tough battle in a place far from here as she stares unseeingly at the steam wafting off the cup of green tea that Fujita has brought for her. The Nomiya family has managed barely to survive and get through the year. Perhaps it's all thanks to Fujita, who's always trying his best to make sure they get by. Oh, Fujita! You haven't betrayed us! Like the only man besides Hideo who hasn't betrayed us. I'm not counting Shiba because he wasn't anything to us in the first place. Mizuhito seems to be contributing too in his own way. And although she doesn't know what it entails, she has a feeling that his means of raising money is going well. He's been coming home in the late afternoon lately. On such days, he steps into the manor looking absolutely exhausted and immediately retires to his room to lock himself in. Yuriko's household doesn't allow her to work to earn money. She really should, though. So all she's been doing is helping Fujita with household chores, arranging details inside the manor, and waiting for Hideo's return. Hideo, I wonder what he's doing now. Oh god, she's gonna get a military guy at the front door. Oh no. The front door opens, and when Yuriko turns around, she finds Mizuhito standing there. He's looking a bit pale. Oh no, our boy died. Oh. Oh brother, welcome back.
Tadaima.
What's going on? You look exhausted again. Do you want to eat something, brother?
いや、いい。そんなことよりも。
Mizuhito walks toward the chair, closing the distance with slow steps, and sits down with a deep sigh. He turns to Yuriko, watching her with eyes shrouded in clouds and a dull and undecipherable glint shining through him. Oh my gosh, Hideo's dead, isn't he? She has never seen her brother make that kind of face before. What on earth has happened?
Yuriko.
Oh right, they wouldn't send it to her, they'd send it to his family. Oh no. What? Something falls with a clang in the silence of her heart. Went to Hideo's house? Why?
実は昨夜、京子夫人に呼び出された。夫人が秀夫君の婚約者の白竹と懇意なのは知っているか?
She responds with a nod, a small nod. She does remember having heard something about that before. She believes Shiba once told her that if Hideo was going to come to Lady Kyoko's dinner party, he would be there as a +1 of his fiancée.
夫人は白竹にその事実がひっそりともたらされたというのを知っていたんだ。
Oh no, he
その
died.
ことが公になる前に
He freaking
曖昧
died.
だった婚約を急いで解消するために。
What are you talking about? What news?
どうやら
Oh,
秀夫君はダメだったらしい。
oh, I knew it was gonna happen. I'm sad. All of a sudden, there's a ringing in her ears. It feels as if she's slowly leaving her body, seeing her brother, but not looking, hearing his voice, but not listening. Like she's been tossed into a deep lake. And now the world is all muted noise in her ears. Ugh.
秀夫君の出生が決まった時からもう半ば婚約の話はなくなっていたようだったんだがね。どうやら相手の姫様が癌として聞き入れなかったんだそうだ。困った両親はもしものことがあった場合いち早くそれを知らせてほしいと軍部に伝えておいたらしい。そして娘が未亡人のようになってしまう前に次の縁談を進めようという計画だったよう
Bad
だ。
endings. I swear. Oh. I knew this was gonna happen. I'm tearing up, but I'm not bawling because I knew this was probably gonna be one of the endings. Mizuhito seems to be talking, his mouth moving, and she thinks it's something related to Hideo's fiancée. She isn't sure. She can't make sense of anything her brother is saying. Yuriko's mind has left her body completely, and she blinks, staring at her brother like he's speaking in a foreign language.
それで遺品の中にどうやらあちらさんにとって
It was our
あまりよろ
picture,
しくないもの
wasn't
が入っ
it?
ていたらしい。
It was our picture.
そのことを白田夫人に相談されて京子夫人は心当たりがあっ
It was our picture together.
それ
Something unpleasant? It was our
Oh.
picture. Well, unpleasant to them, but not to us. Mizuhito pulls something out of his pocket and quietly places it in front of
これ
Yuriko.
だ。
It's our picture. Oh. Ah! It's the photograph the two of them took that day. Aw. It's that stupid photograph because he didn't drop it, it didn't come back. It's creased, dirty, stained. Like an old photograph that hasn't seen the light of day for years. But she can still recognize the photograph. It's indeed the commemorative photo or photograph that they took by the river at dusk that day.
軍服の胸
Aww.
のポケットに入っていたそうだ。
Hideo's uniform? I'm crying! Stupid photograph had to make me cry.
その写真の具合だと常に持ち歩いていたんじゃないか。
This photo with me?
白田夫人はこんなものを娘に見せるわけにはいかないと言ってね。かといって個人が大切にしていたらしいものを
Yeah, I don't want to
無限に
piss
捨
off
てる
a
こともでき
ghost.
ない。困って京子夫人に相談したというわけだ。あの人もどこ
Yeah,
かの
she's like a
成金
mafia
男に負
member
けず
too.
劣
She
ら
knows
ず
everything.
情報通だからね。
Keep talking, Mizuhito. I need to stop crying.
あの夫人もさすがにお前の心情をおもんばかって直接ここへは私には来なかったんだよ。
Stupid funeral color of
兄であ
white.
る僕の手から渡した方がいいと。
I knew it was going to be this. So sad. Hideo, were you always carrying this photograph? Yes. That's what military guys do. Or people in the military do. Yuriko stopped listening to Mizuhito halfway. That Hideo always carried this photograph with him is the only thing that stays in her mind. She ruminates over it. She stares fixedly at Hideo in the photograph. Her eyes split across Hideo's face from one wound to another. The wounds he got from a fight against someone who was trying to spread slander about his relationship with Yuriko and Asakusa. But then the photographer they met by chance called out and later prompted them to take a photograph. Hideo with his wounds unhealed. Photo also has another meaning. It was to be a promise of the future. Yeah. See, that's how my eyes are right now. I can't see. You said we were husband and wife, didn't you? And now you're a widow. You said you would come back alive for me, didn't you? Well, you can't really control that. I've been waiting for you, waiting every day, hoping that you would come home soon. I trusted you, Hideo. It's not his fault! Don't blame him!
この写真は
I like how it's all blurry. Because she's crying. A little while before his expedition.
これは河原だろ。どこかな。見覚えがある気がするんだけれど。
Yeah.
ゆり子
Dude, she's like not doing well. When Yuriko remains mute, Mizuhito peers into her face. She's holding onto the photograph with trembling fingers, teeth biting into her lower lip. Vicious flames light up inside her, uninvited and uninhibited. Don't you rip it, you'll regret it. I didn't take this photograph for this. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I hate when these games make me cry. This photograph, She tightens her grip on the photograph, pressing her fingers down with the paper in between to rip it, only for her hands to begin shaking violently. Don't freaking rip it, stupid. Like, don't do it. She can't do it. Good, don't do it. She can't rip the photograph. Because it's a memento of Hideo.
どうするゆり子
Don't ask me.
一つ撮ってみるか
What? Oh no, no, don't. I don't. Look at your face, Hideo. It's battered.
ボロボロおい
Oh,
そこまでひど
flashbacks.
くないだろ
But you do. That photographer is admirable, and most sellers wouldn't want to approach a customer like you.
本当に今日のお前はよく
Oh, it's so sad. Because you're funny, Hideo. Have I offended you?
別に怒りはしない
See, you're mad.
違う
ただお前が可愛いだけだ。
Aw. Yeah. Photograph they took together. Oh god, we're gonna have to marry Sheba, aren't we? I just realized. Their first kiss.
俺を待っていてくれるか
Aww.
ゆり子。俺はお前のために生きて帰ってくる。だから俺たちはもう夫婦だ。
Aww.
お前は俺の妻で俺はお前の夫だ。そうだよな。
So freaking sad. Hideo. The day they vowed to each other vowed a future together. Unable to sit there any longer, Yuriko gets up from her seat with the photograph still in her hand.
おい
Oh god, what is she gonna
どこへ
do?
行くんだ
You need to, not let her be alone right now. She runs and runs. Oh crap, right, it's winter. She runs until she arrives in a pure white world. Soft snow squeaks under her feet. Is this how it feels to walk on clouds? Probably not. Everything is the same yet different. It's a snowy white world like a dream. The cold cuts through her body like it's made of paper, riding the merciless wind that makes the sleeves of her kimono flutter. Girl, you're gonna freeze to death out there. You need to... Oh, I guess she doesn't really care at this point. Yuriko exhales the air, and the air comes out in a white puff. She kneels down before lying in the snow and turning so she's facing the sky. Oh, sweetie. The gray sky above. Snow falls down from the ashen sky, gently, gracefully, to finally land on Yuriko. Hideo. On her chest is a photograph that she took with Hideo. Did Hideo pass away with this photograph inside his chest pocket? Well, probably. It was in his breast pocket and they had his clothes. Did he take his last breath like this, looking up at the heavens? Or all lying on the freezing ground of the white land of Siberia. She feels something warm and comforting wrap around her entire being. Yuriko knows exactly what that something is. Are you there, Hideo? She can feel Hideo around her. Yuriko can feel him tenderly wrapping around her in this frigid snow. The snow falling on her brushes her lips ever so gently. It's strange, but she doesn't feel cold at all. Oh god, do you have hypothermia already? She has hypothermia, doesn't she? Oh my gosh, she has hypothermia. The only thing she's feeling is Hideo's warmth. You're here, you came back. I knew you would come back because you made a promise that you would come home for me. Sorry, it's just so sad. A small smile rises to Hideo's sour face and he tightens his embrace around Yuriko. The smile soon turns forlorn as he apologizes to her for being late, for having made her feel lonely. It's alright now that you're here. All is right with the world. I'm sure you had a rough time during the war, Hideo. You did your best. And I'm so proud of you, so don't apologize. Warm sensation gently caresses Yuriko's hair and cheeks, as if it's trying to comfort her. Hot tears escape her eyes, rolling down her temples, and the warmth wipes them away. She feels taut, like a bow that has been drawn to its limit, too full of painful, sweet, and maddening emotions. Hideo is here. The sensation is undisputable, and it gives Yuriko bliss. Hideo, you'll take me along? Take me with you? To a place that isn't here. She repeats the words she once said to Hideo. Hideo smiles exasperatedly behind his transparent glasses. His cold mask crumbled, revealing Hideo's true face, the one that is gentle and delicate.
仕方のないやつだ。
Girl, seriously. Hideo extends his hand so white it's almost transparent. Oh, Yuriko takes it nevertheless and lets him help her get up. She's feeling so much love for this man that it's overflowing through her eyes. She's filled to the brim with euphoria and her whole body is trembling with joy.
ようやく会えたな、
Oh.
ユリコ。ようやく。
Don't ever let me go.
ああ。もう絶対に離れない。
Aww. I need some water. I'm crying. It's so sad. White snow, bright snow, it falls and accumulates. Aww. Covering everything and anything. Our girl died from hypothermia. Oh, that's so sad. Our girl died of hypothermia. That's what the warm sensation is. When you get hypothermia, you start to feel warm. So sad. All right, off to the next ending where I'm probably gonna cry. Let's go. All right, so after that tragedy, ending, let's go see what this nightmare is gonna be, because Hideo is gonna come back because we slapped him across the face. Oh god, I'm so scared. She's probably gonna take him away. Watch. She's not gonna call off the engagement. He's gonna be forced to marry her. Whew, okay, let's go. What? Hideo's my childhood friend. Girl.
それだけ?
Yuriko is perplexed. She can't understand what Sawako is trying to imply with her question. Yes, nothing more, nothing less.
そうなんですの.
No. Sawako says curt and quiet. Without a blink or a twitch of her lips, her doll-like countenance remains enigmatic. Oh my gosh. Lack of emotion on her face is unsettling, frankly, and Yuriko waits with bated breath as she tries not to squirm from the chills running down her spine.
それを聞いて安心しましたわ.
Oh god, she's gonna marry him. What?
実は秀夫様の出生が決まった時点で婚約解消という話が持ち上がったんですの.
Yuriko, you moron! This is why I chose the other option first.
でも私はそれに反対しましたの. 一度将来一緒になると決めたからにはそれを貫きたいと申しましたの.
Yeah, that was a terrible decision. Sawako goes on and Yuriko blinks, lips ajar. How would Sawako be against breaking up with Hideo? She likes him! Is this young lady truly in love with Hideo? So, as planned, you and Hideo are going to...
それを望んでおりますわ.
He just needs to say no. Finally, she can make out what seems to be a hint of a smile on Sawako's face.
あなた様もご存知の通り課長の命令は絶対でございますわね.
Yeah.
ですから私のお父様次第でございますけれども秀夫様が無事帰っていらっしゃれば
So I'm just gonna be Hideo's mistress then, I guess. I mean, Shiba said he's fine with us sleeping around, so whatever. I see. That's all Yuriko is capable of saying amidst the void inside her head. Future with Yuriko that Hideo is working so hard for, even going as far as putting his own life on the line, has been crushed before it could even see the light of day. Because you said something stupid. This isn't supposed to happen. Things weren't supposed to pan out like this. How will Hideo react to this chain of events? She wonders if there is still another way out. Yuriko ponders, scouring for solutions, but she can't think of anything right now. It occurs to her that she has yet to know why Sawako came to visit in the first place. Whatever the answer is, though, it seems to be out of her grasp. You screwed it up, that's what happened. Yuriko is keeping her face cooled, but she is silent, and Sawako is just watching her.
私の話はこれだけですの. それではおいとましますわね.
Stupid girl. Huh, but you don't have to be in such a hurry.
いいえ.
She's like, I don't know who you are.
急にお邪魔してしまって 本当に申し訳ありませんでしたわね。
Alright.
では。
Alright, bye. Bye, Sawako. You creep me out. Sawako bows her head deeply, crosses the parlor with muted steps before quickly opening the door and leaving the manor. Yuriko watches her go, unmoving in her seat on the couch, and is utterly flabbergasted. Should have been honest. What should I do? Words tumble out of her mouth. She and Hideo have vowed to each other. They are already husband and wife. Well, not according to the law, you're not. But it's likely that there's no way they'll be able to officially tie the knot now. She still can't figure out what Sawako came here truly for. Girl. Sawako knows that Yuriko and Hideo are childhood friends. And then she asked her if he was really just a childhood friend to her. And then you lied! Perhaps she came here with the conviction, a suspicion that Yuriko and Hideo are more than that. Should she have told Sawako the truth? That she is romantically involved with Hideo? Maybe, but she couldn't. Because if she did, there was no telling what Sawako would do if her admission ignited her wrath. Sawako might look like a fragile little doll, but backing her is the Marquis household. Her own dying household and the Ozaki's humble Baron household wouldn't stand a chance against Sawako's family. I'm sure there has to be another way to deal with this situation. There has to be. Believing so, Yuriko hopes for the safety of Hideo and tries to focus on waiting for his return patiently. She lifts her hand to her bosom, under which Hideo's letter rests, and prays. Oh god, this is such a bad, and it's gonna be so bad. Alright, I'm gonna skip what we've already read.
あなたと何を話したのか知らないけれど、沢子さん、帰ってきてから婚約解消は絶対にしないって主張
I
し
think
たらしいわ。
this ending is probably gonna like piss me off more than make me sad like the last one. Did she?
ほう。実際おひいさんの顔を見て。
I'm gonna have to end up marrying Shiba and just be have an affair with Hideo. I wouldn't know about that. Did Sawako drop in uninvited that day to declare war to make sure she knows that they are love rivals? Sawako couldn't have realized that the purpose of Hideo's expedition is to nullify the engagement, but who knows? The girl looks sharper than she lets on, frightening even. What will Hideo do if he comes home not only to find out that he's still engaged, with Sawako? Yuriko finds the thought depressing. Well, they're gonna send him a letter, so
それはそうと。ねえ、
skipping.
おひさん、
厄介なことになっているな。まさかあの姫様がここまで強情だとは思わなかった。
Yeah, that's my fault. In the end, Shirota family didn't call off the engagement. If anything, it's as if the Shirota family had been waiting for Hideo to come back because the moment he returned, they quickly began preparing for the wedding. Naturally, the Ozaki family is as excited as the Shirotas. Sawako came to visit me. She went all the way just to tell me that she wouldn't break off her engagement with you.
すまない。俺の読みが甘かったようだ。
Just say you're having an affair and you're not getting married. Don't say that. You risked your life for me, Hideo. And for me, that's enough.
ユリコ、
Hideo says, looking grim.
まさかもう諦めるつもりなのか。
No? We have other options?
それを今から考えるんだろうが、俺は絶対に諦めないぞ。
Just straight up say you're... I don't know. I don't want to give up either, but there really is no other way.
弱気なことを言うな。お前らしくもない。
Yes. Be strong, girl. Hideo. Hideo snatches Yuriko's hand and squeezes it tightly. His gaze is piercing. She feels a slight blush forming on the apples of her cheeks. Suddenly, someone knocks on the door.
失礼します、若様。白田様の姫様がお越しでございます。
また来たか。
Just be upfront. Just be like, I am not marrying you. Hideo lets go of Yuriko's hand. Being deprived of his warmth, her fingertips feel cold all of a sudden. She can't just run away to the river with Hideo, not anymore. Since Hideo tried to sneak out of his house once already, the maids must have been instructed to keep vigilant eyes on him.
そちら様のお迎えの方もいらっしゃっています。
Oh my gosh, it's
玄関
Shiba,
でお待ち
isn't
で
it?
すので。
That dude does not care if we get married and have an affair, so that's probably what's gonna happen.
なんだって。
It's my fiance that I never agreed to. What's up? The maid continues and both Hideo and Yuriko incline their heads in confusion. I never asked anyone from the household to pick me up, though.
とにかく
It's
行くしか
Shiba.
ないか。
It's Shiba. Hideo stands up with a sigh. If someone is here to pick Yuriko up, she can no longer choose to shut herself in this room. Grudgingly, she gets up and walks towards the door. But then Hideo wraps his arms around her from behind. Aww. Oh. Oh. Hideo tilts her chin up and presses his soft lips against hers. The way he moves his wet tongue to search the inside of Yuriko's mouth is intense, and he pulls back with a sweet sigh. The unexpected and passionate kiss has set her on fire. She remembers the sweet moment they spent together once prior to Hideo's expedition. The memory flares up, causing heat to thrum beneath her skin.
俺が愛しているのはお前なんだ。
Aww.
ユリコ。
Hideo, I love you too. They lock eyes, peering into each other's fiery gaze. Yuriko turns on her heel, wraps her hands around his neck, and covers Hideo's lips with hungry kisses. Hideo, I love you.
俺も好きだ。
Aww.
話したくない。お前をこのまま。
Yeah, you're gonna have an affair. The maid waiting for them outside the door boldly clears her throat. She's like, I know what's going on. Stop. Please stop. I can't hear this anymore. Yuriko reluctantly lets go of Hideo. Hideo raises a hand intents on chasing her, but he loses his strength and the limb falls limply to his side. Whenever Yuriko visits Hideo's room, she does so under the pretext of being Hideo's childhood friend. However, it's likely that every servant in the Ozaki family knows about the true nature of the relationship. Duh, you're making out in front of the door. The servants behave awkwardly around Yuriko and Hideo. The uncomfortable air is frankly suffocating. The time she has left to spend with Hideo is getting even shorter. The omen pops into Yuriko's mind without preamble. Sorry, words I have not seen in a long time are popping up. You... Of course it's Shiba! Who else is it gonna be? I knew it was gonna be you. Hi, Shiba. When she walks out of the manor, she finds out that the person who's here to pick her up is none other than Shiba. She's already used to this man's persistence, but the extent of it still surprises her every time. Gosh, you're incorrigible. You actually have a lot of spare time, don't you? Like, dude.
仕事は忙しいが、あなたのためならどこへでも飛んでいくさ。
Whatever, suit yourself. Hideo is back in Japan, but that doesn't seem to deter Shiba. If anything, he's been chasing Yuriko even more aggressively. And she thinks there's something amiss about it. What if Shiba and Sawako are conspiring to separate Yuriko and Hideo? And then again, they don't have to go that far. Hideo is going to marry that girl anyway. She hasn't said a word about it to Hideo, but... Butler of the Shirota family actually came to the Nomiya family's manor once to leave them with a huge amount of money as a way to demand her to give up on Hideo. She tried to return the money many times, but the Shirota family's butler wouldn't budge. Instead, he started to throw harsh words that sounded a lot like threats. He asked her if she's willing to destroy the Nomiya and Ozaki families just to reach her own happiness.
さあ乗ってくれ、おひいさん。昼飯はまだだろう。
I guess the best option right now is to marry Shiba and have an affair. I mean, he don't care. I haven't.
それじゃ、どこかうまい飯でも食いに行こう。俺もちょうど腹が減っているんだな。
We could get married and it could be a contractual, like, business arrangement. Yuriko gets in Shiba's car, accompanied by the man himself, who seems to be in an awfully good mood. Yuriko turns around to look at the locked gate of the Ozaki family's manor as she ponders over one question. What can she do in order to keep their illicit love affair with Hideo going? Shiba don't care. Hey, Shiba. Remember what you told me before? You said as long as you could make me your wife, you wouldn't mind if I had a lover. Ha! I knew she was gonna go that route. Final chapter. What's up, girl? Liar. Our girl's a liar. 2 years later, we're having an affair with Hideo. Yeah. Not as happy, but at least I'm not crying because he died. They always meet at the same time on the same day. Yuriko gleefully makes her way to a room in Teikoku Hotel that they've agreed on beforehand. She figures sneaking around will only make people grow suspicious of her, so she always makes sure to cross the lobby with confident strides alone. However, since she's been here so many times before, she won't be surprised to know that the hotel staff and other regular guests are already suspecting her. Who cares? There's no stopping a person's tongue. Perhaps one day someone will make a scandal out of her frequent rendezvous. She might find her face and name in the newspaper. Oh well. It's been 2 years, who cares? That's highly unlikely. Yuriko is certain of that. Because everyone involved in her affair is willing to turn a blind eye and keep silent about it. I mean, Sheba don't care. He's like, you can have a lover, I don't care. If some stranger out there tries to expose it, the Shirota family will most likely hunt them down. If not the Shirota family, then that man, Yuriko's husband, will. Yeah, she was like, I'll just keep it quiet, I don't care. Go do your fun. I wouldn't mind a marriage like that. Be like, you do your thing, I'll do mine. Don't care. You keep out of my business, I keep out of yours. She knocks on the door 3 times before the person inside silently opens it for her. Her eyes meet, those of her childhood friends, scanning the cold look on his face that she's all too familiar with. She notices that he's still in his military uniform. She wonders if he went straight to this hotel after completing his duties for the day. Hideo broke a bunch of regulations because he decided to defy orders and return to Japan from Siberia. However, thanks to the power of the Shirota family, the punishment for him never came. Said he was promoted, and even now he's still working for the military. Oh, World War II is around the corner, though. At one point, Hideo stopped talking passionately about avian research entirely. Oh, that's sad, though.
遅かったな。
He gripes in a callous tone as he looks down at Yuriko. Sorry, he was home, so I had to wait for him to leave.
どうだか。本当は来たくなかったんじゃないのか。
Hey, can it be moody? How could you say that? Of course I wanted to see you. I always do. Flustered, she quickly denies Hideo's accusation, but the attempt does nothing to get rid of his sour mood.
口ではどうとでも言える。
Alright, he doesn't like sharing. Hideo. Concerned and lost, Yuriko casts her eyes downward and dejectedly stares at the floor. She knows she should keep quiet. A word from her will only make things worse. So she shuts her mouth and waits for Hideo's rage to pass. Hideo glares at Yuriko, who's still looking down, and lifts his hand to touch her hair.
なんだ。この派手で品のない感
I
じ。
know you're jealous, but you're married too. What? Oh, it's he bought it in Kyoto for me.
京都か。
I love Kyoto.
風情のある都のかんざしも下品な男の手にかかれば下品になるわけだ。
Oh, your jealousy. It's kind of cute. Hey, what? Hey, Hideo! Hideo's face morphs into one of pure fury and he tosses the hair ornament across the room. If she comes home without the new hair ornament in her hair, Shiba will surely question her.
お前にあんな商売女のつけるようなものは似合わない。これをつけろ。
Oh, that is pretty. What is it?
ここへ来る前に三越で買ってきた。お前に似合うと思ってる。
I think it's cute. It's a lovely hair ornament with beautifully arranged patterns of wisteria flowers. The hair ornament looks like something young ladies would wear. Rika mulls over the implication. Does that mean that to Hideo, she's still pure and innocent? Guilt rolls off her and overpowers the joy from having received the ornament. Thank you, Hideo.
今つけてみせろ。
Grumpy. Huh, but...
なんだ。気に入らないか。確かに俺の給金では、
Oh,
あの
dude.
成金の買うようなものほど高いものには手が出せないからな。
That's not what I was thinking at all. I don't care about glam.
ああ、そうか。夫に見られたくないんだな。お前は俺よりもあいつの方を気にかけるのか。
Honestly, she should just take the hair ornament out of her hair whenever she comes to see him. That's not even remotely true. Shiba knows about... Not wanting to make Hideo's mood even fouler, Yuriko hurriedly tucks the hair ornament into her hair as he's told her. I just have to make sure to hide this ornament before I go back home and get the one he chucked across the whole freaking room. Still, the man she's married to probably wouldn't say anything even if he sees her donning a hair ornament that she got from Hideo. Hey, don't care. It's more likely that he'll laugh out loud in good humor and tease her like a mischievous little boy. To Shiba, Hideo's resentment and efforts to oppose him are merely sources of entertainment. Shiba knows he'll get the last laugh because as long as Yuriko is married to him, Hideo will never be anything more than just a man in the picture. However, every time she returns from her weekly rendezvous with Hideo, Shiba will latch onto her and love her to no end. Oof. They're both jealous types. Shiba never says it, but Yuriko knows he's secretly jealous, and the knowledge fills her with a dark sense of pleasure. The only ones who have yet to grasp the big picture of the bizarre relationship are most likely Hideo and Sawako. The Shirota family didn't want to crush their dearest only daughter's first love, so they pressured the Nomiya family over it. Yuriko, in return, never once came clean to Hideo about Shirota's family treatment towards her family because she didn't want to make him worry. As a result, Yuriko decided to give up on Hideo and marry Shiba. Hideo still resents that fact to this day. I would explain it to him, but that's just me. Oh, I still love you, though. Really? I'm glad. Hideo rakes his eyes over the hair ornament in Yuriko's hair and nods to himself, seemingly satisfied. However, the pleased look on his face doesn't last long. He levels her with a cold and withering gaze. Isn't this like an annual, like, what? What are you talking about? She stares at him in bewilderment, but that doesn't stop Hideo's gaze from boring into her eyes. Why are you so mad at me? What's going on? Oh, jeez. Don't say that. Is there a fair ending because your jealousy is making you stupid? Maybe Hideo is right. Maybe she has learned how to school her features better. But doesn't that mean she's growing up? Is he saying that he prefers her innocent self? Everyone gets old, and it's all the more true when it comes to people like Yuriko, who have gone through traumatic changes in their life. Yeah, she has PTSD and who knows what. Ooh, that was scary. When caught in the storm of a tempestuous life, anyone would naturally pick up a skill or two to survive, to deal with the reality. Yuriko can't bring herself to voice these thoughts out loud in front of Hideo. Because he hasn't changed, not one bit. During those days when life kept throwing its surprises at him. Well, he doesn't talk about birds as much. He's very grumpy, so I think he changed. He's still the same delicate, awkward boy. Still the same bearer of a prideful yet vulnerable heart. Hey, don't tell me I don't like it. I thought she thought it was pretty. You got married to someone else. I'm so sorry. Shouldn't I have had this argument like a year ago? I'm angry. Dude, you see her every single week for the past 2 years. You got married first. Hideo's temper explodes. This has been happening lately every time they meet up. He will nitpick, find the fault of Yuriko's over the most trivial of things, and then attack her. He's been taking all of his accumulated frustration and ugly feelings out on her. The only thing I could do for Hideo is accept all of the hate and frustration. Or just don't see him anymore. I would cut ties. Be like, you can't use me as a punching bag anymore. Not gonna happen. He is none the wiser when it comes to everything that has led to this predicament. Maybe that's why he keeps blaming Yuriko, but that doesn't mean she enjoys it. And yet, this is the result of her own choice. Hideo's reaction to this mess is only natural. Still, part of her wants to attack back and blame him so badly. She doesn't, though. Instead, Yuriko fights the urge and puts on her best pacifying and civilized expression that Hideo apparently so despises. I'm sorry, Hideo. If everything is my fault, and I know my words of apology mean little to you, but that's all I can do, and I'm truly sorry.
もういい。
Stop getting grumpy. You only see her once a week. What?
ここへ来てからずっとお前を立たせたままだっただろう。すまなかった。
Hideo's kindness for Yuriko ebbs and flows beneath his brisk words, allowing her to catch only a glimpse of it. She's been gradually showing more and more, and Hideo knows that standing too long can make her feel dizzy. Oh, she's pregnant. Yes, Yuriko is pregnant. The child growing inside her is Shiba's. She wasn't able to meet with Hideo for a while after she got married. That's why he's angry. It's because she's pregnant from Shiba. That's really why he's upset. Once Yuriko's pregnancy was confirmed, however, Shiba agreed to let her go out on her own. Oh, so he wanted to make sure that she had his child. Okay, I get that situation. I get what's going on. Of course, Hideo knows who the father of the child is. When she told him about it, he didn't raise his hand to her or anything. Instead, he better not have. He's gonna get his wife pregnant too. He didn't raise his hand to her or anything. Instead, he stayed rooted in his spot, crying and blaming Yuriko for her betrayal. You got married first. You slept with your wife most likely first. She's probably gonna get... whatever. His anger has considerably quieted down since then, but he keeps spouting cruel words at her.
水でいいか。
Oh no, please, let me pour it.
いい。お前は座っていろ。
I'm concerned about what he's gonna do. Hideo puts his hand on Yuriko's shoulders to keep her from standing up and pours water into 2 Western-style cups. She wonders if it's his way to try to make up for his little outburst just then. How likely is it that Hideo himself doesn't know what to do to rein in his emotions? Maybe he wants to keep his cool, but his violent emotions just won't let him. She is certain that their affair is killing Hideo inside. Someone as serious and straight-laced as Hideo must have never dreamed that he would one day play an active role in adultery. And yet he can't give up on Yuriko. It's an endless horrid cycle.
その体の具合はどうなんだ？
I'm good, thank you. There isn't much morning sickness lately.
そうか。よかった。
The only thing I'm good at is staying healthy.
そうだな。さすがに今では木登りなどできんだろうが。
No. That would probably be a bad idea while you're pregnant. Hey, watch it. I haven't even tried to climb one in ages. I'm too old for it.
そうか？
Isn't
お
she
前
only
は普
like
通の女とは
18?
違うからな。
What's
そこら
that?
の男どもより身軽だったし。
How old were we turning? What was that, our 18th birthday? Anyway, I don't remember. Hideo smiles a little and Yuriko lets out the breath she doesn't know she's been holding. Once he's gotten riled up, getting him to smile again is near impossible. It's relieving when he does. She's now able to read Hideo's mood just by looking at the small changes in his expressions. When did she start learning how to gauge? No, being wary. I can read. No, being wary of the changes to her childhood friend's countenance. A skill Yuriko wishes she never had to acquire because it makes her feel a little bit forlorn.
それにしても、毎度ここで会うのもやはり不自然だろうな。
Who cares? They might.
どうだ？気分を変えて少し遠出でもしないか？
I don't think I can. How short is short?
そうだな。箱根の方でもいいし、逗子もいいかもしれんな。
But going to either of those places means we'll have to stay the night. What about your work, Hideo?
今度久しぶりに休暇が取れそうなんだ。心配するな。
So I go on vacation and you go on vacation at the same time? Days off. Hideo's wife, Sawako, must have heard about it. And she will be suspicious if her husband chooses not to be home during his long due days off. Hideo, I don't think we should go on a trip.
なぜだ？何が問題なんだ？
Well, for one thing, we're preggers, so that their traveling is going to be a little difficult. Because Sawako might...
あいつのことはどうだっていいだろう。
Okay, jeez. Hideo roars the words, his face contorting angrily. He sucks in a deep breath and grits his teeth. Almost immediately, he turns away with a click of his tongue. Hideo does feel guilty towards Sawako for continuing this affair. It's exactly because his guilt is weighing heavily on his mind that he's angry when Yuriko points it out. Now he's regretting having raised his voice because the action is like an admission of his guilt.
あいつのことは俺が何とか言いくるめる。気
Okay,
にするな。
whatever. But
そっちはそっちで何とかできるだろう。お前は嘘が得意だからな。
I'm really not liking this version of you. Jealousy was cute, but now it's just super annoying. Yuriko glances, because he's just being mean. He's being mean to us. Yuriko glances down, letting Hideo's hatred pass through her ears, and wonders if Shiba will let her go on an overnight trip. Most likely not, you're pregnant. With her pregnant belly, she's afraid the answer is no. Shiba's always treated Yuriko like she's a precious piece of porcelain. After pregnancy was confirmed, however, he seems convinced that Yuriko is actually fragile, thin glass that could break with a single touch. Although he lets her go out on her own for a short period of time, including this rendezvous, she's sure he'll quickly shoot down her idea of an overnight trip. I'm sorry, Hideo. I don't think I could go on a trip with you after all.
そんなにあいつが気になるか。
No, he just won't let her go. His eyes everywhere, and they're all watching me all of the time. Any lie I make won't last long before he finds out.
そんなの俺がどうにかするさ。とにかく俺は誰の目も届かないところでお前と会いたいんだ。
You just do not seem to understand the power that Shiba has. I want that too, but she would truly if she could. However, her body is no longer hers alone. A tiny person is growing inside her, adding to her weight with each passing day. And Yuriko's increasing weight is slowing her down. Shiba will not have missed this. Plus, her ankles are going to be probably swelling up.
ああ、もう分かった。
Hideo bellows. He's so angry that his voice is trembling.
お前はもう俺に気がなくなったんだ。会いたくなくなったんだ。そうだろ。
Stop acting like a child. What? No, why are you saying these things?
ああ、ちくしょう。どうすりゃいいんだ。
No, this is literally it. He slams his fist down on the table. The cups fly up and fall, spilling the water everywhere.
なぜ俺たちは好きな時に会えない。なぜ旅行にも行けないんだ。
Because you had to get married to Sawako. Because you couldn't say no to your family.
俺の提案にお前は首を横にしか振らない。一体俺たちは何のために会っている。俺たちの関係は何なんだ。
Yeah. The bomb that is Hideo's wrath has detonated. Up until now, he's never expressed his fury so blatantly, but he must have reached his limit.
ああ、ちくしょう、ちくしょう、ちくしょう。
Hey, this is...
お前なんかもう俺の目の前から消えてしまえばいい。
Well, that's not okay.
いなくなってくれ。俺をもう苦しませるな。あの男とどこへでも行ってしまえ。
Well, geez, fine. We'll leave. Hideo roars and every word out of his mouth goes straight to Yuriko's heart, piercing it and breaking it into pieces. Words die in her throat as her brain replaces plea that stabs like a sword. This is the first time he's clearly expressed rejection towards her existence before. She should have known that someone as sensitive as Hideo wouldn't be able to cope with their situation for long. Even if she wasn't married, he would still be feeling like this because he's still cheating on his wife. I mean, I know he doesn't like his wife and he was forced into the marriage, but still. Still, he couldn't bring himself to stop seeing her. Knowing full well that every time they mate, he'd be hurt, that it would destroy the armor around his heart, and now all of that pain is pouring out. Once he's done wringing his soul dry, Hideo slumps down on the table. The water there seeps into the fabric of his sleeves, but he doesn't seem to care. The two of them stay unmoving under the heavy weight of the silence inside the room. Better? Yuriko whispers and Hideo slowly lifts his face to look at her. If I disappear, will you feel better? If I disappear from your life, Hideo, will you... Hideo's Adam's apple bobs up and down. He freezes in his spot, staring at her without moving a finger. His eyes are wide and she watches as they turn glassy with tears before his dam breaks. They flow down his cheeks.
そんなわけ
And don't say mean
ない。
things! She's not a happy situation either. I mean, but you said...
嘘に決まってるだろう。
Hideo shoots up, the force of his movement causing his chair to fall back, and rushes to embrace Yuriko. He kisses her with desperation. He's so mean in this. It's their first kiss since they've met with each other today.
お前を失いたくない。本当だ。頼むから見捨てないでくれ。
Aw. I feel sad, but he's been so freaking mean. Hideo.
愛しているんだ。
Aww. Hideo leans forward again to ravish Yuriko's lips. His tongue darts forward, deepening their kiss in fervent passion. Fervent, whatever. They only kiss once a week, and each time she tastes Hideo's tears on his lips. Aw. He's always like this. He starts with berating her out of resentment because Yuriko is pregnant with Shiba's child, and in the end, he clings to her with tears blurring his vision. The shift is a fitting explanation of who Hideo is, a brittle, sensitive heart beneath a cold mask.
好きだ。ユリコ。
I do feel bad for him, but she's in a crappy situation. I mean, granted, her situation is a little bit better because Shiba don't give a crap if she's having an affair, and he knows she's having an affair. Yeah, me too. And they probably had that agreement when they got married. And she probably just had to bear an heir for him type of situation, which is, I mean... She loves Hideo for who he is. She truly does love him from the bottom of her heart. She takes off his glasses while raking her fingers through Hideo's soft hair. Hideo usually hates it when she takes them off, but at this stage, she doesn't even put up any resistance. She gently strokes Hideo's pure face, now bare. Hideo, I'm sorry. Riko's feelings for Hideo haven't changed one bit. She still loves him. She's not sure if it's because of her being a woman, but she handles changes in her life relatively well. Yeah, we go with the flow, man. After becoming Shiba's wife, he's been making love to her almost every night. It's been a lie. It'd be a lie if she said she hasn't started to develop feelings for him. But those feelings are different from what she feels for Hideo. She can try voicing it out loud in an explanation to Hideo, but she doesn't think Hideo would be able to understand. If anything, her explanation will probably only deepen his grief. Yeah, don't share info that he doesn't need to know. Poor boy's suffering as is. Don't add that to it. That's why Yuriko has decided to accept all the hurtful words and things that Hideo does to her. She's also decided to accept his crestfallen apologies that she knows will come in the end. That's what her love is all about. Yuriko cradles Hideo's head in her hands and feeling the stormy seas of her heart calm. You are the only love in my life. She whispers those very words in the ear of her big baby of a lover. You're such a baby! Aw, I feel bad for them. That one was kind of sad. I didn't cry, because, well, Hideo didn't die, and he was kind of being a douchebag, so... Do the next ending! Alright guys, we're all the way back here. We're going way back in time. Before they even really did the relationship. Alright, let's do... I have to go home. I think I have to go home now. I'm not hungry, and I'm actually feeling a bit exhausted. I want to go home and rest.
そうか。
Oh, it just broke its poor little heart. A faint shade of disappointment passes over Hideo's countenance.
それじゃあ仕方ない。家まで送ろう。
Okay. Thank you. Hideo doesn't even try to stop her from leaving. Turned around to head straight to the direction they came from. Yuriko's surprised when the tinge of disappointment invades her heart. She knows she doesn't have the right to feel disappointed, and she chides herself. Yeah, you wanted to go home. It is for the best. I know it is. It has to be, because I don't want to lose anything or anyone anymore. I want to fall in love with him when I know that he's going to be someone else's. Well, I mean, that's a really rational thought process. Yuriko knows she started to develop feelings for Hideo. And the knowledge has helped her realize that the longer they stay together, the deeper her wounds will be. I don't want to be hurt anymore. I just want a peaceful life. Girl, I get it. Now she's beginning to hate Hideo for taking her outside. He should have let her rot inside the manor. Because going outside like this, watching opera and strolling around the city, none of this is ever going to change the fact that she's going to be miserable for the rest of her life. The thoughts make Yuriko feel depressed. And right now, she just wants to be freed from these dark feelings. Yuriko thinks about her future and basically has no choice but to surrender herself to someone who wants to buy her in order to save her family. A long-suffering sigh escapes her lips. Oh, she's gonna marry Shiba! Okay. She needs to at least uncover the identity of the criminal who led her parents to their deaths. She won't prioritize herself, not until she has rescued her beloved family from the clutches of whatever curse is upon them, such as the mantra she continues to repeat inside her head. Okay. Okay. She's gonna marry Shiba and then have his network find out who killed her family, I'm assuming? Alright, skipping time! Let's see how far we have to skip. Just, what should I do? Okay, so Grandma, this is right after Grandma left, after she, told us that there was someone interested in marrying us. Just what should I do? Riko is at a loss. Frankly, she doesn't want to accept a marriage proposal. It's out of the question right now. And she has hidden feelings deep down. Mizuhito gently wraps his arms around his worried sister and smiles.
何も今すぐ考える必要などないよ。
Okay.
もう少しお前は休んだ方がいいんだから。
But brother...
とにかくお前は何も悩まなくてもいいんだよ。
If I didn't know...
今は自分のしたいことをし。
If I didn't know how useless you were, I'd be like, oh, you're so sweet. But you never helped her. You're always in the red light district. You're never helping. Riko gives a tiny nod at his considerate words. What I want to do. In the end, that's solving the mystery of the death of her parents, which I guess Majima did it? I don't know. She wants to do that more than anything else. The secret of the Chinese bellflowers, which Tokuko had reacted to for just a moment, Yuriko must unravel the reason why. But just how should she go about doing that? Shiba has spies everywhere. Just ask Shiba. She hasn't the faintest idea.
それじゃ僕はちょっと出てくるから。
Of course. You're so freaking useless. Go just stay at the red light district. I'll run the household. Mizuhito gives his usually vague statement and ambles out of the house. Yuriko sighs her utterly unreliable brother and returns to the parlor. Just ask Shiba. He knows he has spies and everything everywhere. She takes a seat on the couch, then she lifts her half-finished tea to her lips as she carefully considers her next moves. There's no avoiding it. If she wants to solve the mystery of her parents' untimely deaths, she'll have to relive those painful memories so she can scrutinize them. She regains her composure. She dispassionately analyzes her memories, trying to discern some new information. She closes her eyes and then... Frickin' A! She hears an unusual noise just behind her. Ah, no! She starts and whirls. Standing there is a man that she hasn't seen for some time. Sabra, when did he disappear? Holy crap, this guy's been gone. Just where has he been until now? Where's Fujita? Please save me, Fujita. The question is on her lips, but then Yuriko takes in Sabra's expression. A chill runs down her spine. His eyes are bloodshot and his cheeks are sunken. There's a tremble in his hands. She wonders if he's come down with some sort of illness. His breath is late. Was he like locked away? Why did he just do this? What did we do after we left? I think we left the house. His breath is labored, practically a wheeze. He approaches her one step at a time, but she's unable to tear her eyes away from him. What on earth is the matter with him? He's drugged out of his mind. Oh, God. Oh, crap. Oh, this is the bad end, isn't it? Her eyes go wide at his aberrant statement. And our brother is freaking useless. He's not even here. That's what I'm saying. Mizuhito's the worst. Saburo smiles faintly. The wheezing's so bad it's almost as though his throat is damaged. Well, you should have gone somewhere else. Oh god, he's doing this without authorization. Oh, you're not making any sense. Fury reflexively wells up within Yuriko. What can kidnapping me even do for you? This house doesn't have that kind of money you need. Oh, Sheba. But I don't think he's really in love with us. I've never wished for Majima to show up any more than now. I know he's bad, but I would prefer Sheba. Or not Sheba, Majima. Stop, Saburo! She tries to run, but he leaps upon her. Saburo then ties Yuriko up like a man taking a great beast for a trophy. She thrashes, but it's no use. He sweeps her up over his shoulder and tosses her into a vehicle. Where's Fujita? Where's Majima? Saburo's whole body is spasming as he starts the car. He's soon weaving through traffic at a ridiculous speed. Occasionally, the vehicle bumps and grazes fences as he presses onwards. Stop this! Stop the car! We're gonna get in a car wreck. He blatantly recklessly drives. His blatantly reckless driving makes Yuriko shake violently. I'd be terrified of this. They don't have airbags, man. Well, he blurts random incomprehensible things. Saburo continues to accelerate. Before long, another vehicle comes into view. But Saburo just keeps plowing forward. Ah! I'd be freaking out. She squeezes her eyes shut and screams. Ooh, that's gonna be bad. And there it goes. Immediately following an incredible impact, her vision goes completely dark because they didn't have airbags. Her ears are I think airbags came into play in like the 1950s. Let me check that. No. All right, airbags came out in vehicles in the 1970s. I was off by 20 years. Oh, so yeah, there are no airbags. She hitting metal. Ears are ringing as though a tremendous explosion has just happened. Well, it kind of did. But somehow, it feels as though the world is silent. Am I dead? Darkness, silence. Seems as though she truly is in the afterlife. Her mind reaches this terrifying conclusion as her consciousness promptly fades away. I wonder if it was Majima. Oh, because final chapter. It might have been Majima. Because he was his boss. Oh, it probably was Majima. He probably killed Saburo and then took her. Just how much time has passed since then? No, she may have already lost her sense of time here in limbo. A dark and silent world. Yuriko exists in a place where only sense, taste, and touch exist. Oh no. Oh. Ever since Saburo kidnapped her and she was in that car accident, her perception has been so eerily reduced. She sustained grave injuries in the crash, and so she was bedridden for a time. When she tries to get up, the darkness and silence persist. If Yuriko is indeed alive, she must assume that the lack of sight or sound is permanent. Yeah, she's gone deaf and blind. And her location is undoubtedly not that of her family's home. It seems for some reason or another, a man whose face and voice she doesn't know... Oh, so she's not deaf? No, she's deaf and blind. She doesn't know is taking care of her. Perhaps this is actually a crime, particularly that of a kidnapping. But Yuriko can't know for certain. What she does know is that this environment is all she has. Oh yeah, that's Majima. I can tell. That's Majima. She couldn't say what country or what city she's in. She can't see nor hear. She only knows that every day someone dresses her, feeds her, washes her, and does her hair. By fumbling about, Yuriko has a rough understanding of the layout of the room she's in. There's a large bed, a couch, a desk, and a toilet just beyond. The door she assumes leads to the hallway is firmly locked. She cannot open it. Well, you wouldn't be able to navigate anyway. You don't know where you are. It's a bad situation. The food she's brought from time to time is nothing she's had before. It isn't Japanese cuisine, and it's certainly not of the West. Whatever it is, it's incredibly delicious. Chinese food. The clothes she wears aren't kimono, and they aren't in the Western fashion either. The fabric goes up to her neck. It feels like smooth silk and clings to Yuriko's body tightly. She senses that the person responsible for giving her such things is the man who visits her every day. At some point, her initial terror has faded away. Yeah, I mean, he's not hurting you, and he's just feeding you and taking care of you. He's just kind of like, well, she feels as if she knows that man for some reason. Because it's freaking Majima. There's always a sweet scent wafting from his skin. It isn't a perfume. It's his natural body odor. Something she smelled before, a nostalgic fragrance. It makes Yuriko let down her guard. Even now, she's passing her sweet days at the man's side as meek as a doll. She doesn't have a reason for why, but she feels as though she's loved. If she's ever able to see again, she'd like to see his face. If she's ever able to hear again, she'd like to hear his voice. As much as she wishes it, she abruptly has a hunch that it would mean the end of her luscious days, and that gives Yuriko a vague uneasiness. Maybe the reason he loves her is because she's gone blind and deaf. She can't help but have that feeling. She suddenly touches his cheek, searching for his lips. When she finds that tender flesh, she subconsciously leans in to kiss it. He embraces Yuriko like that. She's happy. Her chest is filled with such a warm emotion. She loves him, and the heart-rending feeling brings tears to her eyes. If she's here, there's no reason for her to be worried. There's nothing to urge her forward. There's nothing for her to fret over. All she has to do is pass her time as a sweet doll for eternity. Honestly, for a bad ending, yeah, it's horrible. She can't see or hear anything anymore. But I thought it was going to be a lot worse because what Saburo was probably planning for would have been so horrific. Alright. I'm going to go to the manual just so it will not play something. So, now that we have seen all the endings, that one didn't even give me credits. So that was sweet. I really, really liked this. That was all of his endings. Hideo is so adorable. I didn't like the liar ending. I think that one, I didn't like that one the best. It was just mean. Honestly, I would have just been like, you know what, if you're gonna treat me like this, I'm just gonna leave. I know you love me, but this is abusive. I can't do this. And it's not like he got married first. Like, she kind of had to get married. She got married too. And she needed to because her household was falling apart. And he was blaming her for stupid things that weren't her fault. But, she was surviving. And that was upsetting. But, I mean, it was one of the tragic endings. So I get it. It is tragic. The white one was so sad. When I was like, oh, right. He didn't drop the picture, so he was gonna come back, so that he passed away. That one was really sad. That one was like the worst. Well, no, the I didn't like that one, but that one was like the saddest, of course, obviously. Liar just upset me. The white ending was just so sad. I feel like that should have been the bad ending, because he died. And then she died too, because she got hypothermia. Just laid in the snow and died. Shanghai Doll, I mean, it didn't go where I thought it was going to go. And that was obviously Majima, who did that. I mean, you wouldn't know if he got that first. But, since we got the good ending first, we didn't get that ending. So that was obviously Majima. He obviously smashed into Saburo's car or something and then grabbed her and took care of her. And that's why she was like, I love him, because it was that smell that she talked about. She was talking about everyone's sense of smell, like what they smell like. And so that was obviously Majima, so she felt comfortable around it. Because she didn't know that he was the reason that her parents died. So she still liked him. She didn't know it was him. So that makes sense. Yeah, going blind and deaf would be terrible, but at the same time, it is a livable situation. And she had someone taking care of her. He wasn't abusing her. He would just come in, and then she wasn't the one initiating. So, I mean, I guess that's the bad end, but I mean, that feels more like a normal end to me. But then again, this is a censored version, so, you know, maybe it could have been, I don't know. But, and if you guys are interested, and this game was really short, but that's because of all the stuff they took out, the fun times and whatnot. But if you do want to know about the extended scenes, unfortunately I can't link it because YouTube gets angry when I do that with stuff that goes to that. So there is someone online who has translated the videos of the original. So they translate the English, so, and it's all those scenes. If you're interested and you're an adult, children do not, if you're not, don't be an adult. If you're an adult, you can go and just do a Google search, you can find them. Also, unfortunately, if you want to play the uncensored version, it hasn't been localized and you have to buy it in physical. They don't have digital downloads of it anywhere. Because the game is kind of old. It's almost 10 years old, I want to say, at this point. So you have to get the physical version if you can find it. And good luck with that. So, anyway, I really like this game. Once again, I'm a highly buy the game if you like the game. If you want the adult version, try to find the physical PC game disc of it. It is out there. I've seen them. And they repackaged them, so they've re-released it. And I highly recommend you get physicals, just because you actually have the game at that point. So, anyway, guys, I had a blast with this. I haven't figured out what I want to play next. So if there are any games or routes you would like me to play, let me know in the comments below. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!